You probably have a probiotic supplement in your cupboard right now. Well, I'm going to show you how to make the highest quality probiotic there is in the world. If you were also to ask me, what's the easiest fermented food I can make? And it is kimchi. In this video, I'm going to touch on how it affects our guts, our brain, how it affects our appetite, even the hormones that regulate our fat storage. Hold the phone, that is not a traditional cabbage that you use for kimchi. You're usually meant to use Napa cabbage, but how can I say no to the size of this cabbage and the pricing in the shop? That's why it's so fun to make kimchi, because you can make it your own. You can add a different cabbage, different fruit, different vegetables, add different spices, but I will add a standard recipe in the notes, but also how I like to make it. We can't stray too far away from the recipe. The main things you're going to need are the Korean red chili flakes, garlic, ginger, some fish sauce, and then some root vegetables. But you can make it your own. If you're vegan, you can definitely leave out those animal products. The first step is heavily salting your cabbage to remove all the moisture and to prepare it for the kimchi itself. This takes 3 to 4 hours for the salt to extract all that water. What people don't realize is that serotonin is actually made in our guts, not our brains. This is a neurotransmitter that's important for making us feel calm, motivated, focused, and the opposite of that is feeling flat and depressed. So supporting a healthy microbiome should be a priority for us, and the one way we can do it is by consuming a bit more fermented foods. What makes kimchi superior from other fermented foods like sauerkraut and yogurt is that you're getting other compounds from the garlic, the ginger, the onions, the chili. These all have their own individual benefits. Like garlic is fantastic for your immune system, ginger is great for your gut health and inflammation control, chili improves metabolic health and your blood flow. And if you have a food sensitivity to any of these ingredients, for example, I tend to get bloated when I eat things like garlic or onions, the fermentation process breaks down those sugars that usually make people bloated. So if you have any FODMAP issues, kimchi is fantastic. You can throw it, the bacteria is going to break it down for you. In kimchi recipes online, they use about a teaspoon of ginger. I'm using here an insane amount just because I love the flavor so much, but I think it's one of the most beneficial compounds that is in this recipe. The next thing you need to make is the rice flour porridge. You can use any starch you have in your cupboard. Here I'm using some tapioca flour. I would have loved to add a daikon radish to this dish, but my local vegetable store actually didn't have it. So I realized I had so much cabbage, so I added another 1/4 cup of chili flakes and I added another serving of the porridge just to thicken up that sauce to make it enough to coat all that cabbage. I think I had about 2 kilos of cabbage for this recipe. Another benefit is the influence of our hormones on fat storage and insulin sensitivity. A healthier microbiome is associated with better insulin signaling, which helps, nutrients move into cells rather than being stored as fat. This is going to prevent, visceral fat, organ fat. This is going to reduce low-grade inflammation, which is like that primary driver of insulin resistance and fat gain. Get yourself some clean jars, clean it with boiling water to remove any bacteria, and then you're going to want to cram the kimchi down to remove any air pockets. This is just going to create the environment for the bacteria to grow properly. So I'm not a spice guy. I can't really handle that much chili. So having a 1/4 cup of chili flakes per kilo of vegetables is a good mild base. But if you like spicy things, don't be shy to add twice the amount of chili flakes that I have added in this recipe. So you really have to make sure you're stopping any air touching any of the vegetables. So I like adding a touch of water to the top and then making a cap out of some Glad wrap. To ferment, you want to sit it just for 24 hours at room temperature. That is enough to get that bacteria going. Just make sure you don't tighten your lid. You will create a bomb. You can see here I made a terrible mistake and it leaked everywhere. Here's after 24 hours, we've got some bubbles and there we go. And then when you put it in the fridge that fermentation is going to slow down and you're going to be able to have it over the course of a couple of weeks. So it's amazing to see you guys investing your time and energy into your health. The best thing that you can do is subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment and let me know if you're going to make this recipe. You're thinking, what the hell is this thing? It's black lentils that's been sprouted. Black lentils have the highest polyphenol content amongst all legumes, and sprouting activates the seed, making the iron and the protein more bioavailable. I'm Mike, I'm an accredited nutritionist. Let me know in the comments if there's any topics you would like me to cover. New videos every Monday. I'll see you guys next week.